What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys my review for Boruto episode 240. So this episode was one that I think was pretty necessary for the story to progress, so it was definitely better in my eyes than last week's episode. It still wasn't a great episode or a good episode necessarily, but a decent bit did happen, and a lot of necessary things happened as well. So there were a bunch of scenes in this episode I did enjoy. So the episode kicked off with Boruto asking Ikada his view on the whole thing of the hidden mist trying to control the waves of the sea. And this is pretty important because Ikada is being set up to be a main part of this story down the line. So this is a very important thing to ask because then you'll know where he stands. And what he says is that he's not sure. And this gets me to think that a big part of this arc will be what his stance is on this whole situation, because if you guys haven't figured it out yet, you can just tell by his looks, but he is a member of the Funato clan. They haven't directly said it yet, but they've hinted it in this episode multiple times. So I hope you guys caught on to that as well. Next, we move on to Team 5, who might be returning to the Hidden Leaf Village. And this might be the case because their original mission was to escort the researchers, and now that the situation is getting hectic, it might be a good idea for them to complete the original mission. So there's a chance they might get ridden out of this arc by doing that. And honestly, that would kind of disappoint me because I'm hoping they can shine, unless all they really want to show us for them shining is all this, technology stuff, and Denki just taking the lead with a lot of things when it comes to building or controlling, and then having Iwabe and Metal Lee just as muscle. If that's what they were trying to show us, I think they've already shown us that 2-3 times in this last 8 to 10 episode span. But I do think they can do more, and I feel like we should get some time for them to shine in this actual civil war. So I hope that they stick around, but that's something to be seen. And then we cut back to Boruto and Ikada, and what's happening is a storm at sea hits them. And as this is happening, a big whirlpool is created, and they end up finding someone who's getting stuck and dragged into the whirlpool, and Boruto asks Ikada to turn around, and Boruto really wants to save him, of course, naturally. So what ends up happening then is Ikada goes and swims and saves him. And when Ikada swims and really tries to, his hands turn web-like, so that assists him with swimming. So he goes and he rescues the guy, and then due to that, Boruto notices that Ikada is the one who had webbed hands, and Ikada was the one who saved him just an episode ago when everybody thought Boruto just fainted. But Boruto actually did fall out of the ship, and Ikada saved him when his boss wasn't looking. So Boruto figured that out pretty quickly, and it was an interesting reveal, and I think that it's a good time to reveal it now rather than to drag that out. So I am glad that they already went through that now. It's only hinting more that he is a Funato clan member. So what happens next is that it seems like Ikada is struggling to make it now from the whirlpool, and what Boruto does is he saves him with this shadow clones. And the way Boruto did this looked pretty nice. It was a cool little scene. It's definitely a scene I enjoyed, so I'm glad that was tossed in there. And I feel like overall they did the whole whirlpool scene and the whole storm scene pretty well. Ikada tells him next that he only started working on. This is, by the way, after they get through the storm. Ikada tells Boruto that he only started working on boats to get away from his family, but then his passion for it grew as he worked under his boss. So growing up, Ikada apparently lived on a boat his whole life, so he was already so used to them, but he just wanted to be away from his family, and that's the main reason he even left, so he could just avoid them and just do something that would help him, survive. And what better way to do that than to do boat stuff since you've lived in one your whole life? So it makes a lot of sense, but then eventually he gained a passion for it, and that explains why he is the way he is right now. So this is also another point where I feel like they're hinting he is a Funato clan member. So it's only a matter of time, I think, till they reveal that. I feel like in episode 241 or 242, it has to be brought up, or maybe he'll reveal it himself to Boruto or something. But that's my prediction. And yeah, I know I'm recording this as I'm behind on episodes, so some of you guys may already know what happened, but I'm getting there. Next, we cut back towards the end of the episode to the Funato clan members, and they say that the war is coming and that the Mizukage is gathering his fleet in a disputed territory, which is pretty smart. And now it seems like we're getting all the setup out of the way, and the big battles are going to begin pretty soon. And I am hoping we do get to see the Mizukage in battle, and I hope we get to see him shine and not, get ridden off in some type of bad way to let Boruto shine. So hopefully they handle that right. I'm going to hold my breath on that one. We'll see. Then the episode ends with Boruto and Ikada bringing back the part, and Ikada gets the opportunity to finish the repairs. So this episode closes off with Siren, who is Ikada's sister, heading on her way to the shipbuilding island. And this again hints at Ikada being someone who's important to this clan, as well as related to the main family, because I did forget to mention that she is someone that's also been introduced pretty recently and is going to be involved as well, and they're using her to definitely move along the plot a little more, and it seems like Ikada is going to be a big part of it. So that's how the episode ended. Overall, I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. So it was an alright episode. You could say a solid episode. Definitely a needed one, not a bad one, not a great one or a good one, but definitely a passable episode. I recommend watching this one if you want to, just keep up with the plot, and hopefully it just keeps picking up from here on. But that's going to be it. Be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys have a good day or night. I'm Rewinds, and I'm